everyone, and welcome back. I want to welcome my special guest, Tyrone Dubose, to the show. Woo!
Greetings and salutations to everyone there. Hello to you.
Hello, I am so excited to have you here.
I'm really glad to be here. Thank you so much.
Look, I think we was thinking of the same thing, right?
Exactly what you told me.
Oh my
Thank
God.
you so much.
Well, I am so excited to have you on the show.
Thank you so much.
And you're doing so many amazing things. So I know you have your own R&B Unsung and you're on TVOne. So let's talk about the experience of being on TVOne and actually dealing with the different types of music.
Television has been really great for me. You know, it's been a dream come true, and it's my 6th season on Unsung now, and I just recently finished the episode for Deborah Cox, and so things have been going really well. Now, on top of just doing television, of course, I'm working with Cheryl Underwood Radio. Her show is the #1 urban radio program in America right now with, you know, over 200 outlets. And so 12 million people on television, 12 million on radio. Life's good. Life's good.
Life is great. So look, how do you balance the two? Because, you know, you have TV and you have radio. So how do you manage to balance both of them?
Well, one of the things I've learned is that, you know, there's 1,440 minutes in a day. So I've made it I've learned the opportunity of having time management. I think time management has gotten me, you know, to where I am today. You know, you prioritize the things in which you have to do, and it's actually worked really well for me now. So I've learned to live to give. That's what I say, and it's going good.
So what has been your greatest motivation in what you're doing?
Well, you know, years ago after having cancer, I just made up my mind that at this point, you know, my goal is to make all of my dreams come true. So not only just with television or radio, but the fact that I'm doing plays now and doing a lot of the voiceovers in which you hear on, you know, national TV. So I just made up my mind. My goal is just live my life like I'm dying. That's what I do.
Wow. And it's almost made me think about, you know, because I do represent Life Unlimited, it's almost made me think about the fact that you are no longer limited because of, you know, when the cancer came, it let you know, like, you know what, I can do anything.
Yeah, it was really interesting for me because at that point in my life, I recognized either this was going to work for me or it wasn't, but it wasn't going to be because I didn't try.
Yeah.
And I wasn't going to allow myself the opportunity to say no to anything. So the opportunities come for me, and I've learned to just simply say yes to everything. And, you know, I've learned to climb the steps and not take the elevator. And that's what's gotten me here to where I am today. And, you know, it's interesting because now I don't look at myself the way other people see you. You know, they see you in a certain way. But for me, I'm just pretty, you know, I never think of myself being a celebrity. I just think of myself as just being, you know, Tyrone.
Well, I'm sorry, Tyrone. I have to tell you, you're a celebrity.
I never look at it that way. Look, I still buy the cheap gas like everybody else does. Changes for me.
Well, you know, but I'm just saying, you know, the thing about it is I think the word celebrity means a lot. And when I say that is because you did the steps that it takes to get to where you wanted to go, the goals and dreams that you had in mind for yourself. And, you know, a lot of times things happen to us to make us realize that we really are free.
Yeah, I think there's certain things that go on in everybody's life to some degree that makes them believe that at some point, if this is what you want to do, you just need to just do it and not make excuses, just get the results, and that's what I've learned.
Wow, because I've never seen him make an excuse ever since I've known him.
Ever.
Look, you guys, you stay tuned. We're going to be right back after this break.
This is what high blood pressure looks like. Talk with your doctor to create a treatment plan that works for you. Go to loweryourhbp.org.
Welcome back, everybody. If you didn't know, I am here with the legendary Tyrone Dubose.
Oh, no, I just still buy Arco gas. I don't know different than anybody else.
Well, you know, Arco done went up a little bit.
Yes,
but,
they did.
They
Yeah, they did. Now that you mention it.
Okay. Well, look, one of the things, too, I think about the fact that you do your own. You are a historian of R&B. So I think about that. That means you have to really know your stuff. So what are some of the steps that you take in order to just stay on top of it?
One of the things that I've learned, particularly in the life in which I'm living, is that I know that there's so many people that are on television, they say music historian. I just said I didn't want to be the music historian. I want to be an R&B historian, somebody who preserves, understands the charts and history of the legend of R&B. And I think that's helped me a lot. So you know what, I do a lot of studying, believe it or not. I also listen, a lot of listening. You have the chart books that helps you a great deal. You see the trends, and Cheryl Underwood gave me the opportunity of a lifetime being on her show, being the #1 urban radio show in America, and that's helped me a great deal. She allows me to do it my way, and that's helped. So
Wow.
I love it. Yeah.
So look, one of the things I must ask you, what is it about you that none of us know that we need to know?
One of the most important things that people don't know about me is that I am really just Tyrone. There's nothing different about me. This
He's a
stuff could,
sweetheart.
stuff could all be gone in a day. So for me, I'd like to give. I live to give. When I got my life back after having cancer, that was what my life, story is now. I'm just going to live and help other people to make their dreams come true. And it's okay. I'm very simplistic. I watch Ratchet TV like the rest of them. That's what I do.
Oh my God, I love it. Well, every time I see you on the red carpet, because you are so active in the industry, and I enjoy seeing you because it motivates me to see people constantly doing what they love to do, and that's being present. So what do that mean to you to actually make sure that you are present in the moment and actually fulfilling those goals that you mentioned?
I think one of the things that most people really don't understand the most about this business is the most important lesson that all of us need to learn. If you're not ready for people to talk about you, you're not ready for success. So I've been okay with people talking about me, and I think that, in the past I was more concerned about what other people thought. Once I began to be okay with the way in which I thought, then things started working out for me.
Wow.
And that's what I always tell people. If you're not ready for people to talk about you, you're just not ready for success.
Wow.
So I'm ready for success because I'm okay with whatever anyone else says about me.
Because, literally, we are not living to be who they perceive us to be, but to be who we were created to be, and that was to be free.
Yeah, part of the problem is that we somehow or another believe that we're supposed to, listen to what other people think about me. So I'm not concerned about that anymore. Now that I know the path in which I'm taking, I don't connect the dots going forward. You connect dots backward. You're supposed to trust your gut going this way, and that's what I did. And that's how, you're supposed to love what you do.
Wow. Well, look, I want everybody to stay following you. Could you let them know how they can follow you on all your social media and also, watch you?
Heck yeah, man, because my publicist told me to make sure that I said this stuff. So I got Instagram, Tyrone Dubois. On Facebook, it's R&B historian, Tyrone Dubois. There's no more room on Facebook. I got to make room for somebody that's here already. So,
well, they can follow you,
They can follow me. Just call me. Just call me whatever you want. Just don't call me late for dinner.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying.
That's right.
Well, call me late for dinner, but just...
Well, as long as,
I got something to eat.
Okay.
Exactly.
I love it. Thank you so much for being on the show. It has
My
been
honor is mine.
true
Thank you
pleasure.
so much. I truly appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Well, look, everybody, you stay tuned. We'll be right back.
I was living in a shelter, juggling 3 jobs. I had to be resilient. That's something that you can't teach.
This is what high blood pressure looks like. Talk with your doctor to create a treatment plan that works for you. Go to loweryourhbp.org.
Hello everybody, this is your girl Melody Trice. We're live here on the red carpet at the Hollywood Museum for Roger Neal's 3rd annual Oscar viewing party. So you want to stay tuned to all the amazing interviews that's going to happen right here. We'll be right back.
The Academy is the fact of the diversity and seeing more people of color in it. What do that mean to you?
Oh, it means progress, because back in the day when I started out, there was no one. And even after The Color Purple, there hadn't been anything prior to that, maybe 8 years. It was Sounder with Cicely Tyson and Paul Winfield. And then after The Color Purple, there was nothing. We didn't have the Spike Lees and Ava DuVernay and all that's going on now, Oprah Winfrey, you know. So now that Oprah is producing now, but it took a while. So I didn't even have, there were a lot of times I didn't even have black makeup artists. That's true. And the white ones didn't know how to make me up. I had to do it myself, do my hair myself. They didn't know how to deal with black hair. So because black makeup artists and hair people weren't in the union.
Oh, wow.
You see?
See, I didn't even know that.
Absolutely. You have to be in the union. And in order to be in the union, you have to work on a union show and get invited. So it was a big catch-22.
Wow. It made it a lot more difficult.
Even with Color Purple, we had to help the makeup man to look at, hey, we don't age the same way you do. Go look at some aging pictures of black people. So we've gone a long way. Now I do a project, it's a black film, it's black makeup people. I don't have to be worrying about, do I have the right color? There's a lot of progress that's gone on now.
So what do that mean to you to see that happening here at the Oscars?
Well, it's long overdue. So, I think that it's about time that what we see on screen reflects what we see in real life. So I'm excited that tide is turning, and it seems to be turning on a more consistent level, because, trends happen all the time. But now it seems like people's eyes might really be open to the fact that there's an audience out there that's craving their own images. And so I'm very excited that seems to be happening.
Well, tell me this. What is your favorite part about the Oscars?
Ooh, you know what? I'm gonna have to say the dresses. I know I should say the awards, but really, it's the dresses.
Yeah. We go all out, right?
Yes, it's the Oscars, of course.
Okay, so look, you look amazing.
Thank you.
So, do you dress yourself or do you have a stylist?
I totally have a stylist. I am like jeans and sneakers. So Vladimir Pierre Lewis is the MVP. Yes, absolutely. This is a custom Sachin and Bobby and Simon G Jewelry, and he is very, very good to me. He makes me feel beautiful.
Well, you are beautiful.
Thank you.
The most exciting part about it for you?
I think the most exciting part is playing dress up, of course. That's the best part. Getting all dolled up is always a good thing, a nice girly thing to do. And then it's always very exciting just to find out, the actual winners of, the Oscars this year and the best film and all the categories that come along with it. It just really, really entices me to come, because it's shared with all these other people and all these other viewers that are in the industry. So it's like a room full of creative people, which makes it more exciting to watch.
This year.
I'm very excited. I was just talking about that with this guy. The Shape of Water is what I'm excited about. I, Tanya. I don't know. I always look forward to the best actress at the end. And it's just an exciting night in Hollywood. I mean, there's always buzz going on in Hollywood, but this is the most exciting night, yeah.
Because it's a big night for actors, right?
Absolutely.
And actors.
And then everyone gets to show off how cute they look in their dresses. And it's just a fun night. And obviously it's not about that, it's about the work, but it's just nice to have a bonus night where you get to just relax.
Yeah.
Or I don't know how relaxing it is. It's party time is what it is.
After party and everything, right?
Right.
So look, you look amazing. Who styled you?
So much. Okay, I got this from Fashion House on Melrose Boulevard, and I'm a little cold in it because everything's exposed.
Okay.
Right? I don't have a lot of layers here.
So what do you feel about the nominations tonight?
I think honestly, I love a little bit about every nomination. So I think whichever one wins, I'm going to be okay with. I love the plot of, 3 Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri. That was a great, screenplay. Call Me By Your Name, Timothy. I love you. There's like a little bit of magic in each one of them. So,
thank you so much for watching the Melody Trice Show, where I do believe that life really is unlimited.
This is what high blood pressure looks like. Talk with your doctor to create a treatment plan that works for you. Go to loweryourhbp.org.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back. I want to welcome my special guest, Emilia McCarthy, to the show. Welcome to the show, young lady.
Hey, well, thank you for having me.
Well, I am so excited to be talking to you because you are doing so many amazing things as an actress. You know, you're into a lot of Disney and a lot of things. So let's talk about that, being on Disney. What do that feel like?
It's super cool. I mean, I'm still young, right? So it's
Yes.
cool to be in that little like Sunshine and Rainbows, productions. My current movie that just came out last month called Zombies is a musical. So it's super fun, to go on set and dance and sing and, be lighthearted, but at the same time promoting a really good message about basically what it's about is the zombies represent what society marks as minorities today and how, we should really just celebrate people's differences and uniqueness. And I think it's a really good thing that Disney, not only incorporated their Sunshine and Rainbows, but, they incorporated it with a good message to our younger generations.
Yes.
And I think a lot of kid networks, underestimate what kids can really take in and absorb from what they watch. And I think it's good that it's giving them a good message.
Wow. So have it ever been like your dream to be on Disney? Was that like a dream come true to you?
Yeah. I grew up watching the Disney Channel, and just the other day I got to meet Raven Simone from That's So Raven, and that was my childhood. And now we're going to the same parties. It's so weird to me, but it's really a dream come true. Yeah.
Wow. When you say that, it makes me think about the fact, and as I keep stating, about being unlimited, because growing up, you that was a dream to you, and then your dream became a reality. As an actress, what would you say has been one of the most challenging parts for you in your trade?
I think because I started so young, I was 7 when I started acting. A challenge for me has really been to balance my childhood with being, working really. And so, I didn't go to a lot of my high school. I was on set for most of my last year. And so the only time I was at high school was for my prom. And it was just weird to have that kind of be a part of my life. But at the same time, I'm honored to have been able to be working and have that life experience as well.
So with that, what have been your favorite, your favorite show that you have been on?
Oh, that is a tough question. There's, a lot of things I love about every single production. It's very different because I was on a show for Nickelodeon called Max and Tread. It went on for 2 years. So it's different than being in a movie that films for 6 weeks. When you're on a show, you really kind of create this family.
Yeah.
You're there every day, and the same kind of goes in when you're in a movie, but not so much. And I really liked that.
Wow.
That you kind of have a little set family.
Well, when you say you've been doing this since you were 7 years old, a lot of people think when they come to California, when they come to Hollywood, hey, I'm finna be a star right now. And then they get disappointed and they get discouraged. So what has been your motivation to keep you moving forward, even when you anticipated getting a part and then you didn't get that part? What has kept you going besides your family?
Yeah, well, definitely support system. So having a good team that's there with your best interest is so important, because it's an industry about, it's not always, they don't always have your best interest. I feel like this industry, people can be selfish, and so I think it's very important to have that support system.
Wow.
So yeah, that's what I would say has really kept me going. And just because I started so young, I started acting as a hobby and something that I liked to do, and not so much as a job that was gonna support my life or else I would die. It was kind of just something that was fun for me, and now it's become my career. And so that's kind of important to me. It's something that I really like to do. It's not something I'm just doing for the paycheck,
Yeah, and that makes a difference, because when it becomes a part of you and is your passion, it really doesn't really matter what no one else think about you, because you're doing what you love to do and you're giving yourself.
Exactly. Something my dad has always told me is the secret in life is to find a job that you love, because then you don't feel like you're ever working.
Yeah.
And, I took that to heart, I guess, because I found what I liked to do when I was 7, and now it's my career. So
That's amazing.
It's really cool. I'm really lucky that I found that.
Wow. I think that's awesome, though, because, not many people can say that they did it and actually became successful, because you're not only doing what you love, you're successful at it, and that makes a difference.
Well, thank you.
I'm saying because, a lot of us, I just know a lot of people who have been in it and they gave up and they felt like it was their purpose and their plan, and then it didn't happen, but they say they loved it. But you love it and you've been successful at it, and I think that is worth commending.
Yeah, well, thank you so much. And
Yes.
you never know when you're going to get the big break, right? So
Exactly. So if you quit before time, bam.
you never know. You don't want any regrets.
No regrets, y'all. So look, we don't regret taking this break because we're going to be right back. We'll be right back.
This is what high blood pressure looks like. Talk with your doctor to create a treatment plan that works for you. Go to loweryourhbp.org.
Hello, everybody. I am here with celebrity Emilia McCarthy with me. I am so excited to have you here. We have been talking about a lot of things that you're doing, and what I want to know is what's the next step for you?
So the next step for me, well, I'm from Toronto, Canada, originally. So my next step was to come down here, actually, to LA for the movie, the Zombies movie, to promote that and to see, what pilot season could bring me. And so my next step is to see what that will do for me.
Wow. Well, we know you're going to be very successful at it. I didn't know you was originally from Canada.
Yeah.
Wow. So how has it been so different then, from Canada to LA?
Well, my mom's from Mexico. And so I grew up going to Mexico as well. And so what I find about LA is kind of it's a mixture of, Mexico with the architecture and the environment and the climate. But, it's a little bit of Canada too. That's why I like it.
Well, I got to go to Canada. I ain't never been, but I heard about it.
You have to go.
Wow.
Hit me up if you're there.
Yes. Because, one of the things I think about is the fact that you made it happen and you're not originally from LA.
Yeah, Toronto's been really good for me. That's kind of where I formed my career. And so, yeah, it's been really good for me there. And I was ready to take that next step to come down to LA because it's the city.
And, when I think about, too, is because a lot of people feel like where they live, they make excuses of, if I'm not in California, then I can't have an acting career. But what you're saying is, if I just start where I'm at, because that's what you did, you started where you were. And the doors begin to open, and you just allowed it to keep opening for you. Now you're here.
Yeah, it was just definitely like baby steps. I started, like I said, when I was 7, and that took me to Mexico for my first movie called Babel.
Wow.
So it was kind of like I was all over the place. But you're right, Toronto in Canada, I guess, is where you would want to be for the film industry.
Wow.
But LA is definitely where it's at.
Wow. So what would you say to other people out there who don't live in LA and they would love to actually be a successful working actor as yourself?
It's kind of hard. I guess you have to find where the work is. And so if you're from Canada, Toronto is great. Vancouver, there's lots of things shooting there. But LA, if you want to be in the film industry, it is the center of where that all is.
Wow.
New York, as well for theater more.
So do you train a lot?
I have been. I went to New York last year to the Actors Studio, the Lee Strasberg Film Institute, which was really cool. And then just here I've been taking some classes, Warner Laughlin with Leslie Kahn. And it's cool to get a little bit of training everywhere, and see people's different perspectives.
Yeah, that's what I think is so great, because if you just stick with one person, everybody teach a little different. They show you their technique, and you have to figure out which one actually worked for you.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially when it's something like teaching acting.
Yeah.
That's so hard. Like, how do you teach someone how to act? Like,
Exactly.
It's so like subjective, and it's such a weird thing to teach. So.
And what I think about too is when you say acting, technically people are getting taught how to just really be themselves. Because you have to just really just be in the moment. And if you wasn't on set, you be in that moment.
Exactly. I know everyone says, okay, you're acting. Like, you don't want to look like you're acting. Yeah. So it's like, okay, how do you teach that?
How do you teach that? How do I woosah from that moment?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, look, I do want everybody to stay following you and to be able to, see everything you're doing. So can you let them know your social media?
Yeah, so it's Emilia, my name, with an extra A, McCarthy on Instagram and Twitter, and then Emilia McCarthy Official on Facebook.
Wow, that's amazing. Well, I definitely want everyone to stay following you on all your social media platforms and check out the movie, right?
Yeah, of course. Disney Zombies. Check it out.
And give a great review, from a girl over here, and make sure that you follow everything on social media. And till next time, guys, keep living life unlimited. Thank you so much for being on the show.
Thank you.
And embracing us with your presence, because I really admire everything you're doing. And I just say keep up the good work. And, make sure that, include your girl right here when you, receive your Oscar.
Yes, I will mention you in my speech, don't
That's
you worry.
right. Till next time, you guys, follow me on my social media. Bye-bye.